Hey everybody, Joy here. December 20, 5 days till Christmas. Can you believe it? I'm excited about Christmas. We're having one person come see us. Let me put this away before I throw it all over my jewelry. My jewelry department, that is. I've been making jewelry. It's been so much fun. I love making jewelry. Okay. Did I say today's Monday? December 20, 2021? Well, it is. So, I have to thank all of you. You are so smart. So smart. So many of you came up with the cutest names. The cutest names for my Christmas trees. I wrote down a bunch of them. There was way more than this. And a lot of them were duplicates or triplicates. So this is just some that I really liked that I wrote down just to tell you how smart y'all are. I didn't use any of them. And I'll tell you why in a minute. Okay, we've got winter boughs. We've got peaceful pines. We've got winter green. We've got woodland Christmas. And everlasting evergreen from my Viv. We have pines among us. Cardinals in the forest. No cardinals in the forest. They're gone. Only God can make a tree. Tree-lightful. I really like that. That was my favorite one until I thought of a different one. But tree-lightful. Love that one. Winter Wonderland. Pine Forest. Winter Bliss. Pine Joy. Peaceful Boughs. Let me see. Forever Green. Joyful Pines. I think we've had that one. Shades of Green. Joyful Forest. I like that one. I didn't want my name in it though. I thought, I don't want my name plastered all over everything because it makes me look kind of big-headed or something. I don't know. Greener by the Dozen. Love that one. Christmas Wonderland and Majestic Pines. How about that? That's just some of them. But that's not what I named it. You want to know where I got the name for my green trees? These are Post-it notes now. They're sticking to the bottom of my shoes. Did you see my new leggings? How fun are they? Got them at Walmart yesterday. Of course, they're size extra giant for this belly. So anyway, I bought a lot of gifts for my friends. I have a friend here, Terry, where I can actually get together with her and we exchange gifts. She saw the earrings I made her. Well, I'm not giving those to her. She was over here the other day. She was sitting in the kitchen, we were talking, and I looked at her and I thought, she has orange hair. Orange hair. You know, she's called a redhead, but her hair's really orange. And I thought, those earrings are going to look horrible on her. So I'm giving those earrings to my friend Jane Gilson because she really liked them. And I want to send them to her because she sent me. Did you all see the shirt I was wearing yesterday with Jerry? And it said, I'm a whosoever. She sent me that. And so I want to send her something. So I'm going to send those to her because she's not a redhead and she doesn't have orange hair. And I made Terry 2 other pair. I actually made her a set. And if it wasn't wrapped and ready for her to open, I would show it to you. But it was really nice. Thank you for all the names for my trees. What have I been doing the last few days? Oh, Jerry keeps saying I have to go here and I have to go there. And so there's always a Walmart wherever he's going and I think, oh, I could go get some of this. Oh, I could go get sweet potatoes. Oh, I could go get coffee. Oh, I could go get a Christmas card. Oh, I could, oh, I could, oh, I could. Well, so then we leave and we're gone for 4 hours. And it has just eaten up my time. But I have this new thing I'm doing. Tell me what y'all think about this and how you are. People that are old like me. I'm 71, you know. Now, when I was young, I could sleep 24 hours a day. I didn't. I had a job, I had a child, I worked all the time. But I could lay down and instantly go to sleep. And when the alarm went off in the morning, I was like, oh, I just want to stay in bed and sleep. I could sleep 8 to 10 hours, no problem. Well, now I cannot go to sleep. I've talked about it before. And when I was sick, I had this cough syrup. It was Robitussin DM, and it was nighttime cough syrup, and you have to take 4 teaspoons of it. Good heavens. And I slept like a baby when I was taking that cough syrup. I don't need it anymore. I'm healed by the stripes of Jesus. Praise God forevermore. And some antibiotics. So, I can't sleep again. I cannot go to sleep. And it's not my allergies. My nose isn't running. I'm not coughing. I'm not doing anything. I have been allergy-free for several days. Praise the Lord forevermore for that. But I can't go to sleep. Jerry falls asleep every night. The minute he hits the couch or the chair to watch TV, the minute he gets the buttons in his hand and he holds them, and somehow they're like a plastic tranquilizer. And he holds those buttons and his head falls down or back and he's just asleep. And I'm across the room waiting for him to choose something for us to watch, and he's asleep on the couch 2 seconds after he sits there. Later on, we go get in bed. And I'll always say it's about 9:30, and he'll wake up a couple times, go back to sleep, wake up a couple times, go back to sleep. And I'll finally say, Jerry, you're sleepy, let's go to bed. So we go in the other room, and usually he grabs the plastic buttons off the nightstand, and he's going to choose something to watch. Well, 2 seconds later, he's sound asleep as usual. So I'll say, here, Jerry, turn the TV off, let's turn the lights off, go to sleep. So it's 10:30, and I am just wide awake. Wide awake. Looking around the room, I'm trying to figure out where the light's coming from. Looking outside, thinking, oh, I wonder why it's so bright outside. I wonder if it's raining. I wonder if it's foggy. Oh, I need this to do and I need that to do. I didn't get much done today, and I should have done this and I should have done that. I lay there till 2 a.m. doing this, y'all. So last night, first time I've ever done this. Last night, we watched that James Bond movie. And we got in bed, I don't know, 10:30. And I could not go to sleep, and I could not go to sleep, and I could not go to sleep. Jerry sound asleep, of course. And I thought, you know what? I'm going to get up. I'm wide awake. I'm going to get out of bed and go do something. So I came up here, and I worked up here until 1:45 last night. Came up at 11, and I worked up here till 1:45. Why? The only thing was I couldn't have any music or make any noise, although it probably would not have woken him up. He sleeps so sound. I'm telling you, if anything ever happens here and somebody has to save us, it's going to be me, not him. So anyhow, I came up here and I folded fabric and I ironed fabric and I wrapped some gifts for his brother. And it was just fine. So 2 a.m., I went downstairs about 1:45, I guess it was. And I thought, well, I'm still not sleepy. So I sat and I checked your comments on my computer, and it got to be 2 a.m. And I thought, you know what, I got to go to bed or I'm not going to get any sleep tonight and I have to get up in the morning. So I did, and the whole thing is, I'm trying not to have to take sleeping pills. I have Ambien, and my doctor gives them to me, and I don't know if there's 15 or 20, not very many. And they'll last me, honestly, they will last me for 5 years. I mean, I just hardly ever take them because I don't want to be addicted to them. I want to be able to go to sleep without a pill, okay? So I have a bottle right there in my nightstand, and I had already had to take it twice this last week, 2 nights. And I thought, you know what? I'm not going to take that every single night. I'm not going to do it. And so I thought, Viv stays up late every night. My friend Mary stays up late every night. I thought, why do I have to go to bed just because Jerry's in bed asleep? So I'm giving, I always thought a good wife should be in bed with her husband at night, and I've certainly told him, a good husband, get your butt in here and get in bed with me. So anyway, I have this new thing, so if I look tired, I'm not. Evidently I can survive on 4 hours sleep from now on. We shall see. So, cheers. So you want to see what I've been doing? I finished making the Nativity Quilt top. You know, the quilt top is just a top. It's not the quilt. And I got it on the long arm, and I started quilting it. Well, it had to be custom quilted. And I have a computer, and the computer could have done the borders, except I put those stars on it. Remember, I wanted the stars on it? Well, the stars made it so I can't do the border the whole way across. And so I thought, oh, I'll just do some feathers in this border. And so I kind of shaped some feathers with some chalk and was sewing them on there. In fact, I did sew them on there. But my thread kept breaking and breaking and breaking and breaking. It was driving me crazy. It was a new kind of thread, something I got from Signature Threads, and I don't remember what it was called, but it kept on breaking. So I am having to rip out that entire top border where I sewed the feathers. So that may take until next Christmas to get done. But I'm going to show you kind of what it looks like. Let me see if I can unroll it a little bit. Hold on, I'll show it to you. So here's my long arm, and you can see this beautiful blue. Jerry hadn't seen it, and I hadn't told him about it. He came up here and he said, "Oh, wow, that is really pretty." I said, "Well, thank you." And so these stars aren't quilted yet, but these up here I have. I've sewn around the star, and I've sewn around the outside. And I've turned it into a diamond shape because it really wasn't a square. So I like that. This is sewn around the star and sewn around the outside. And then up here is where I put the feathers. And I doubt you can even see them. It's very chalky. But I decided, what do feathers have to do with nativities? Nothing. So I've got to rip all of this thread out of here. So I think if I come up here tonight at 11 o'clock, I think between 11 and 2 a.m. I should be able to get that ripped out. And then what I'm going to do is I am going to use my computer to put a pretty border from here to here, tip to tip, and then I will just hand, what do they call it when you do it yourself? I'll design myself something to sew around the star. So that's what I'm working on. I've quilted this a whole bunch. I don't know if you can tell, but I have. Can you tell the angels quilted? Can you tell the wise men? Can you tell Mary? Now the baby, I was using the light blue thread, and that's the thread that kept breaking, 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 breaking. So I changed to invisible thread, and I thought, oh, I bet it's going to be a royal pain. Oh my gosh, it's not. It's wonderful. I haven't had any trouble with it. I want to go around camel some more. But oh my goodness, fun, fun, fun. But I guess it's going to be next Christmas. I did the donkey in black. I did his mane in black. And then I traced around him in the light blue. And then I sewed his, I want to call it a string. That's not it. His lasso, his belt, whatever. Oh, so anyway, I'm working on that. I've talked on my other devotion channel about things, and then I forget what I say over there. So this is a different channel, and there's different people here, so I'm going to say it again. We weren't going to do anything for Christmas. We were going to be all alone, and we still are all alone. We haven't been invited to either daughters. Both daughters do a great big Christmas, inviting their kids, their grandkids, the other parents. Anyway. We were going to be all alone for Christmas. Well, then Jerry invited his brother. And so then when I found out Dawn was coming, I thought, oh, I got to get him some presents. Oh, I've got to change your sheets. Oh, you know, all the things that come up when you're going to have company. Oh, I've got to bake something. And so I still didn't want to go get our really tall Christmas tree out of Jerry's barn and decorate it. Because for one thing, Dawn wouldn't even notice it was there. Couldn't care less. So Jerry was in town by himself the other day, and he went to Hobby Lobby and got me this little 3-foot tall tree. Goofy tree. It's cute, and you'd think it was cute from a distance, but when you get up close to it, I think it's defective. It's got these weird rubber branches in it between all the other branches. And I thought, this isn't right. And I showed it to Jerry, and he said they were all like that, Joy, so that's kind of bizarre. I don't know what that's about. But, so I had this plain green tree with a little stand, put it on my coffee table, and so it was just there, and it was just all green. So I said, Jerry, when we go to Walmart, I need to find some little baby ornaments for this tree because my ornaments are all big. I mean, I've got big, really pretty violins. I think I had 6 of those. They're beautiful little violins with the little violin stick thing, you know. I have big angels and big beautiful things. But nothing tiny. So we went to Walmart, not one single ornament. None. Nowhere. I actually went back later and looked again. No ornaments at all. Oh my, I even asked, hey, where the heck are the ornaments? We're out of them. I mean, they're out of everything. It's empty shelves there. It's scary. So I thought, well, what am I going to decorate this tree with? I came up here and I found a box of Christmas lights. I took the Christmas lights down. Well, good grief, it was 100 feet long, it was 100 lights. And if I had wrapped those around that tree, it would have been solid lights and would have fallen over because they're so heavy. So I couldn't put those on it. So I thought, what am I going to do with this tree? So, this is a super, super good idea, y'all. Those of you who make jewelry like I do, and you have boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes and boxes of beads, and you bought a whole bunch of stuff and it was half price at Hobby Lobby and then you never used it, or you ordered things from the beading companies and the beading company sent you a free this or a free that or a free whatever, and it's like, what the heck am I going to do with this? So you put it in a box somewhere. And then they also had this, some kind of thing would be 80–90% off, and you could buy these stringed things, and I bought several of those, and I got them, and they weren't like Christmas, well, none of them are Christmas ornaments, but they were just kind of, let me see if I can show you one. See, like this little thing. I had about 10 of these, and I thought, you know, gonna make an earring with that? I don't think so. Gonna make a necklace with a bunch of them? I don't. It's like, no wonder they were 80–90% off. But guess what? Made a wonderful ornament for my little tiny Christmas tree. You'll see it in a little bit. That was just one thing that I used to make a decoration with. And so, I'm calling this my earring tree. Because what I did was I took the earring posts. They're called, what are they called? Oh, my memory. They're called head pins. And so I used the head pins and just stacked these pretty beads on them that, you know, I certainly wouldn't wear as earrings, but they made really cute ornaments. And then Vince said, hey, put some bows on it. And so I have this little tiny ribbon, and so I tied some bows with the little tiny ribbon. I'll show you how I did that because it turned out really good, just accidentally. I didn't know how I was going to do it. And so I decorated a little tree. It has no lights on it. I ordered these night lights that you're supposed to put them in a dark closet, and you push them and they come on, and you push them and they go off, but they were kind of little, and I thought, maybe I can put those in the tree. They came today, and no, that was a real bad idea. So, let me show you how to make the cute little ribbon, huh? You want to see me do that? Hold on. This is what I'm using. Remember when I made these? Because Rhonda at Rhonda's Creative Life sent me one. I won it on her channel. She drew my name out of a hat, and so then I made a whole bunch of them. My friend Mary, I gave her a couple of these little plastic things so she could make some, and she made one for me, and this is the one she made, and I just love it. I think it's my favorite. Mary is my doctor friend, you know. So in Edmond, Oklahoma, and I don't get to see her very much. So do you see this stick right here? That's a chopstick. And so I had it up here in this, and I noticed it there, and I went, well, look at that. And so I decided to try to figure out how to make that stay still. You can see I put this safety pin in here. That's to hold the chopstick still. And then I had to put some big stuff over here to make the chopstick stay still. And it's still not very still. But you have to make it stay still somehow. So you have to find some ribbon. And I had quite a few ribbons. So I'm going to use this silver ribbon. They got to be skinny. Skinny, skinny. This one's fatter than this one. This size is really good. Remember, this is an itty-bitty, teeny-weeny tree. So I figured out that 12 inches works the best. So I measure 12 inches. Cut it around 12. It can be 13. It can be 12 and a half. All right, so you see the stick. I'm going to wrap this around the stick. My mom taught us all how to tie bows when we were little girls. Only she had one of us hold up 2 fingers like this to tie the bow. Oh my gosh, that's a really good way. But I've only got one chopstick. But I'll show you how good it works. So you tie this. Tie it really, really tight. Alright, so you see my ribbon tied on the stick, right? What this is going to do, it's going to give me a hole in the ribbon to put a hook in to put this ribbon on my tree. Now another thing that I found very, very helpful is if the ribbon is the same on both sides, because the back of the ribbon is going to show. So if the back of the ribbon is ugly, it's not going to be pretty on your tree. And I know you can turn it and rearrange it, but boy, it's a whole lot easier if you don't have to. Okay, so did you see I just tied a normal bow? All right, there we go. Pull the little tails down. Make sure, well, I make sure. Just because you do it, Joy, doesn't mean we have to. I know. But I know somebody will say, how did you make those tiny little bows? Okay, so that's how I made them. So then I take my scissors and I cut the tails so they're pretty and shorter. And you see how tiny the tree is. Okay, so that's my bow. So let's take this downstairs. Ta-da! Is that cute or what? See? Now that little loop right there, just like this stick is stuck in that little loop, that's where I'm going to stick the hook to hang it on my tree. So I didn't have to use any glue or tape or anything. Isn't that adorable? So take the bow off and let's take it downstairs and put it on our baby tree. So I bought these little bitty hooks yesterday at Walmart. And you can see they need adjusting. But for this tiny tree, they're small and they work great. So I fold the bottom up like a paper clip. I slide it into, I know my hands look awful, so please don't look at them. I slide it into that loop that we made with the chopstick, like that. Okay? Then I squish it close so it won't come off. Then I take this top hook and I turn it sideways. Sideways, like that. Because we want the bow to stay sticking out frontwards. Well, let me see. I got too many red bows. I'm going to show you these plastic things I'm talking about. I'm going to put it right here. Alright, that's a good place for a bow. I'm going to take the camera off the tripod and I'm going to show you up close my earrings that I made for the tree, okay? This is the best idea I have ever had for using up odd beads, extra beads. See there? That's just a bead. So I made an earring. These are beads. I made an earring. That's that purple one I showed you. Made an earring. Now that was the tiniest ornament I had from my old ornaments, and I thought she was darling, so I put her here. I had these little angels I thought were cute, and so I decided to put them, that on the top of the tree and hope it would stay. I had two of them, so I put one on that side and one on this side. So see my bows? I have some gold bows. You saw the red bow. And here's a silver bow. And a Merry Christmas white bow. And another red bow, all made with the chopstick. And these presents are all for Jerry and his brother. Oh, I have some here from some friends. But all the rest are for Jerry. Jerry doesn't wrap presents until Christmas Eve. Oh my heavens. Okay, dear ones, I just wanted to show you what you can do with your beads and how good it worked out. You want to see some more of them? There's one. Just an earring. And here's one of these odd ones. I was telling you how I had just these odd shaped things they sent me. And 80% off. I have a couple of those on here. I think they're really pretty as ornaments. There's one. There's one. Aren't they pretty as ornaments? Oh, and here was another little one I found in my collection. There's another earring right there. There's one. And I had the gold garland. I had lots and lots of it, so I added some of it. It's the first thing I put on the tree. Yeah. I need some more. I need some more. Now this one was a really strange thing that, like I said, just all by itself. It was in my collection. I thought, well, I'll make something out of that. So you remember I told you the tree has these weird plastic things? Look. Look at that. Isn't that odd? The tree is supposed to be like this. That's what it's supposed to be like. And then just all of a sudden, it has these weird rubbery things. Look, here's one up here. Rubbery. Isn't that strange? Okay, pardon my mega mess up here. So here's my tree. Have I told you yet what I named it? I don't think I told you yet. So what I was doing was I went to Hobby Lobby and I was just looking for, you know, little gifts to give people. Maybe somebody came by unexpected. I could say, oh, here's a gift. And they had these really pretty bottles of green and red hand soaps that come out like foam. You squirt them, and there were all flavors of Christmas. And so one of them said, I pulled it out, and I think I actually gave it to Terry. And I pulled it out to wrap it, and it said, the fragrance on it is Winter Woods. And I went, oh, that's what I'm going to name it. Winter Woods. And no cardinals. The cardinals have gone bye-bye. I just didn't think they fit right on it. I like the pop of red, but you know, if you said, a lot of people said, put him on the branches. Well, if I put that cardinal on the branch, his head would come clear up here. Yeah, see how his head comes up above? It's like a bird cannot be that big on the tree. That's why I had them on the ground. And they don't have any feet because their feet were way too hard to cut out. So that's why I said they all have to be on the ground, because their feet are in the snow. All right. So thank you so much for playing the game with me. I had so many comments and so many names, and that is just precious. It means so much to me. So I'm going to let you go. I love you, and have a wonderful, fabulous Merry Christmas. I'll try to be back again, but you never know with me, do you? I don't do this for a living. If I did, we'd be living in a lot smaller house, I promise you. I do it because I love you and because it's fun for me. So, gonna let you go for now. Let me know what you think about my name, Winter Woods, the one I took from Hobby Lobby. So, bye for now.